Hello, Elizabeth here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this snow globe tumbler with a blood drip effect. The cool thing about this tumbler is that even after it's been sitting untouched for a long period of time, those blood droplets still stay suspended in the liquid. A lot of the time with glitter snow globe tumblers, after they've been sitting for a while, the glitter all settles and it doesn't look very cool anymore. Of course, when you're drinking out of a cup, you're not sitting there shaking it and flipping it around, so it's nice that it continues to look really cool even while you're actually using it. This is super easy to make, and I'm gonna walk you through everything step by step. I started with this 16-ounce glass snow globe tumbler. It's double-walled and comes with a pre-drilled hole in the bottom and a rubber plug. It also includes a bamboo lid and a straw. You can find the link to these cups and the other products I'm using in the description of this video. To make the blood, I used vegetable glycerin mixed with just regular food coloring. I poured some of the glycerin into a disposable cup. I poured it about 2 inches of the way up the cup, and that was way more than I needed. I didn't properly measure anything because you really just need to eyeball the portions until it's the right color. I added a generous amount of red food coloring, and as you can see, the color is really vibrant red, which is not quite the color of blood. So to deepen the color for a more realistic blood red, I also added some blue food coloring. Be super careful with the blue because a tiny drop can completely change the color. I used a toothpick to add a very small amount of blue into the mixture, then gave it a good stir and decided it needed a bit more blue. I ended up doing this 3 times with the toothpick to get the right amount of blue. I was happy with this color. I think that's pretty close to blood. Next, I used a syringe to add the blood into the walls of the tumbler. The vegetable glycerin is thick, so it's a very slow process to suck it up with the syringe. Just move the plunger very slowly and be patient with it. It's totally doable if you just take it slow. Alternatively, you could also use a small funnel, but I prefer to do it this way. I didn't add a ton of the red mixture, just to fill a couple inches at the bottom of the cup. And then I filled the rest of the cup with baby oil. I want it to be filled with mostly that clear baby oil so that the blood can drip through it with nice long drips. But you can absolutely do more blood than I did for whatever amounts of red and clear you like the look of. The vegetable glycerin and the baby oil don't mix, so combining the two is what creates that awesome blood drip effect as the glycerin moves its way through the oil. Once you have the cup filled to the brim with baby oil, you can add that rubber stopper in to plug the hole. That should be a strong enough hold to flip it over and test out your blood drips and just make sure you're happy with how everything is looking. If you're happy and you're ready to make everything permanent, give the bottom of the glass a really good clean with some rubbing alcohol to get rid of every last trace of that baby oil. Once it's squeaky clean, you can do a final seal over the rubber stopper with some UV resin. You can also use 2-part resin for this. It's best to use a heat gun to pop any bubbles and make sure the resin is perfectly smooth before you cure it. Then you can cure it with a UV lamp for a few minutes or even take it outside to cure in the sunlight. I usually start with a UV lamp and then take it outside for a few minutes just to be sure everything is cured nice and solid. And that's it! Your blood drip tumbler is complete. At this point, you can add a wrap or stickers, rhinestones, vinyl decals, whatever else you want to use to customize your cup. Always hand wash your custom tumblers, particularly when they're made of glass like this one, and of course, handle it with care. You certainly don't want to drop this. That would be a very unfortunate mess to clean up. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment letting me know what sort of projects you'd like to see in the future. See you later!